I know it's hard to imagine, but long before the ships of Christopher Columbus carved their way across the Atlantic, rumors swirled about another America. An America known to few, spoken of in hushed tones around crackling fires, a land shrouded in mist and legend. History has chosen to bury this tale, or perhaps it was never meant to be found. Imagine a vast and silent continent, not empty, but concealed from the prying eyes of the modern world. Somewhere in the heart of this hidden wilderness, amidst towering mountains and the embrace of ancient forests, kingdoms rose and fell, leaving behind only whispers of their existence. They flourished in the shadows, their chronicles deliberately erased or lost to the sands of time. What if the new world was so new, and what if its history stretched back further than we ever dared to dream? Picture a sprawling medieval landscape where feudal lords held court, where valiant knights roamed in search of adventure, where wandering monks sought solace, and where kings wrestled with destiny and corruption. Here, the clash of steel echoed through valleys. The murmur of prayers carried on the wind, and the crackle of hearths chased away the encroaching darkness. This America, hidden from the annals of our textbooks, was a tapestry woven with threads of courage, faith, and despair. They say that rivers coursing through this mystical realm carried more than water. They bore secrets. Secrets that flowed from crumbling stone temples to cities reclaimed by rampant vines, remnants of a civilization untouched by the modern world. It's here, nestled within the forgotten corners of this hidden America, that the echoes of a bygone era come alive. To truly understand the depths of this enigma, we must turn back the pages of time and venture into the heart of this concealed kingdom. Let's begin our tale with the arrival of a European knight, who stumbled upon this secret realm. Driven by disgrace and haunted by a tarnished reputation, he fled across the vast ocean, seeking redemption in the untamed wilds of the New World. Yet what he encountered was not the desolate frontier of historical records, but a society rich in culture, power, and a deep sense of foreboding. As he journeyed deeper into this hidden kingdom, he discovered a thriving medieval society. The people he met were not uncivilized natives, but rulers adorned in gold and obsidian, their courts illuminated by eternal torches casting dancing shadows on the walls. This European knight found himself in a world that mirrored medieval Europe, complete with majestic castles, bustling marketplaces, and solemn religious ceremonies. But there was something deeply unsettling about this place, as if a dark cloud hung over its inhabitants, casting long shadows over their lives. As he interacted with the locals, the knight learned that this kingdom had been founded by a group of European settlers who had arrived long before the age of exploration. They had sought refuge in this hidden valley, building a society patterned after the medieval Europe they left behind. The knight, overwhelmed by the intricacies of this secret world, decided to stay, shedding his armor and adopting the customs of the kingdom. He immersed himself in their traditions, observed their way of life, and listened intently to their stories and legends. It was during these moments that the knight encountered individuals who seemed to carry the weight of their world on their shoulders. Among them was a charismatic yet tormented king, forever shrouded in a sense of impending doom. The king was known for his lavish lifestyle, adorned in jaguar skins and perched upon a throne made of bones. Despite the trappings of luxury, the king's face was often obscured by an obsidian veil, hiding the torment that lurked beneath. His piercing gaze, when it met the knight's, seemed to convey volumes without uttering a word. The knight sensed that the king was a prisoner of his own destiny, trapped within the confines of a world that demanded relentless sacrifice. Yet there was another figure in the kingdom who captured the knight's attention, the enigmatic queen. Her beauty was legendary, yet it was a beauty tinged with an ethereal sadness that hinted at a deeper, more melancholic tale. There were whispers among the populace that the queen dreamed of a life beyond the borders of their hidden kingdom, yearning for a world where her children could escape the relentless cycle of blood sacrifice and warfare. However, her every step was laden with the burden of her lineage, her every smile laced with the bitter taste of obligation. The knight, drawn to her enigmatic charm, found himself increasingly captivated by her story, sensing that she held the key to understanding the very essence of this hidden realm. As days turned into weeks, the knight began to piece together the fragmented history of this concealed kingdom. He discovered that its existence had been deliberately kept secret, shielded from the prying eyes of the outside world. The reason a dark secret that threatened to shatter the fragile peace. The land, he learned, was cursed, doomed to a cycle of bloodshed and sorrow that cast its shadow over every generation. With each passing moment, the knight's resolve to break the curse intensified, driven by a newfound sense of purpose. He delved deeper into the heart of the kingdom, seeking the source of its suffering, hoping to find a way to lift the oppressive gloom that had settled over its people. The knight's quest led him to the very core of the kingdom's being, where he confronted the source of its pain and unraveling its intricate history. But the truth he uncovered was a double-edged sword, revealing not only the kingdom's curse, but also its potential for greatness. The knight's spirit soared as he realized that the kingdom's fate was not sealed, but there was still hope for redemption. Armed with this newfound knowledge, he rallied the people of the kingdom, igniting a spark of rebellion against the forces of darkness that had held them captive for so long. The people, inspired by the knight's unwavering determination, rose up with a fervor that shook the foundations of their hidden world. Together, they faced the darkness, determined to break the chains that had bound them to their suffering past. As the final battle approached, the stakes grew higher, threatening to consume all in their path. The knight found himself at a crossroads, forced to make an agonizing choice that would determine the fate of the entire kingdom. In a heart-wrenching decision, the knight chose to sacrifice his own happiness for the greater good of the kingdom, sealing his fate and ensuring the survival of those he had come to cherish. The knight's sacrifice resonated throughout the kingdom, inspiring awe and gratitude in equal measure. His selfless act of love became a beacon of hope, reminding the people that even in the darkest of times, the light of selflessness can prevail. However, the true cost of the knight's sacrifice was a heavy burden to bear. The queen, devastated by the loss of her one true love, found herself consumed by grief, her spirit broken by the depth of her sorrow. Yet as time passed, the people's admiration for the knight's sacrifice grew, transforming him into a legendary figure of their hidden kingdom. His memory became a guiding light, urging the people to forge ahead with courage and compassion in their hearts. Amidst the ruins of the fallen kingdom, a small community of survivors emerged. Bound together by their shared experiences, they rebuilt their lives, carrying the legacy of the fallen kingdom within their souls. They shared stories of the brave knight, ensuring that his sacrifice would never be forgotten. However, the queen's grief proved to be a formidable adversary, threatening to engulf her entirely. Unable to bear the weight of her sorrow, she retreated into the depths of her palace, shunning the company of her subjects. The whispers started, painting her as a symbol of the kingdom's demise, a harbinger of their collective suffering. Determined to save his queen and his people, the young prince embarked on a perilous journey beyond the borders of their hidden kingdom. He ventured into the uncharted territories of the outside world, seeking help to break the curse that had befallen their realm. On his journey, he encountered various challenges that tested his strength, courage, and resilience. Along the way, he formed alliances with mystical creatures and wise mentors who aided him on his quest. Finally, the young prince returned home with newfound allies and wisdom, ready to confront the curse head-on. Together, they devised a plan to break the curse, requiring the utmost sacrifice from the queen. Though agonizing, the queen understood that her sacrifice was necessary to heal her people and restore their kingdom. With a heavy heart, she agreed to the plan. As the day of sacrifice approached, the entire kingdom came together to support their beleaguered queen. They stood beside her, offering their love and solidarity as she prepared to face her destiny. But despite their efforts, the curse proved to be a formidable force, threatening to consume the queen and plunge their world into eternal darkness. In a final act of defiance, the queen channeled all her love for her people into a powerful spell, breaking the curse and freeing them from its grip. With the curse lifted, the kingdom was transformed. The land bloomed with renewed life, the people rejoiced, and the young prince emerged as a hero, uniting his people under his banner of hope. And so, the medieval America remained hidden, its existence known only to a few, its secrets buried beneath the layers of history. Its legacy lived on in whispers, ensuring that the memory of its people endured. The story serves as a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity, showcasing the power of love, sacrifice, and the indomitable will to survive against all odds. So the next time you hear tales of medieval America, remember that there may be more to these stories than meets the eye. Perhaps there are echoes of a bygone era waiting to be discovered, hidden just beyond the veil of our perception. Thank you for joining me on this journey through a forgotten realm. And if you found this tale intriguing, I invite you to share your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Who knows? Your comments might just inspire another thrilling adventure in the realm of hidden histories. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep discovering. The world is full of mysteries waiting for us to uncover them.